Okay, here we are back again. We're having a look at the whisper flow. In the meantime, I've been fiddling with these pictures a bit more. So you see we've taken away that business with the corners. That's because the thing originally came from a photograph from a baking tray, so it had curved corners. So I've just kind of had a bit of a fiddle there. Still not 100% sure about that. So copy and paste, and then just drag it like that. I can zoom in a bit if you want. Show you what I'm doing. It's funny because the whole thing is made out of spots, but so I'm just pasting that in there, move it on the spot that I don't like. That'll do fine, yeah. I'll save that. This is really what I don't want to do, is get involved with fiddling around like this. I'd much rather just kind of go with the flow. Now, we'll try another curves. I warned you that with the curves, it's something you don't want to do too many times. So what's that doing? Making it green and yellow, isn't it? But that yellow is quite intense. So let's have that. We won't save it as something different. Save it as the same. Now we can go to invert colors. And contrast. Look what happens if we take both right down there. Well, that's quite intense, isn't it? Right, you'll notice that the corners are not important at all, really. You might assume the corners. Auto levels. Takes it back to that. Looks a bit military to me. Khaki colour. That's better, isn't it? I just saved something on top. So I'll go back and undo. Did we save that one? I don't know. Let's just keep going back. Yeah, that's the one. I think I overwrote that possibly, so let's save it again. I like that. I like the fact that the yellow seems to be spilling out. This is a bit of a sort of isolated blob here, but the relationships with everything else is going around quite nicely. But if you took this blob away, for example, I'm going to do this, but just to demonstrate, if I took that blob away, would that be better? Now you've got another blob. Okay, you can keep that if you want. I'm sure it's better though. what happens when you have a really powerful, engaging kind of design is that you can't really change anything without losing that intensity. So the whole thing gets sort of locked in. Everything depends on everything else. This is a very nice quote from Cézanne to that effect, where he puts his hands together. I think we already got that. Okay. It doesn't cost anything to save, so just keep saving. Sometimes it might take you off in an unusual direction. What I was trying to do was get back to these curves. So if you do a wibbly wobbly line with the curves, like that, you can get really a lot of different effects. But it's always going to work better on something which has not been generated in the traditional sort of photographic way. So it has that sort of photographic discursive form. You know, here's a face and there's a building or whatever. It's always going to work better for you if you can use something splodgy like this. Because once you start with something that has that discursive form, it's always there, even though the colours are changed and it's inverted. Then it just looks like a sort of top of the pops effect or something. This process itself is endless and quite boring after a while. But to then take that off the screen and put it onto a canvas or onto a drawing on a piece of paper, that's where it starts to get exciting again. Okay, so we'll go to the Downloads folder and we do the Whisper Flow setup on a new machine. Should give us, in the free tier, a quota of another 2,000 words. Transcription. So I just tried this out yesterday on a machine and it works very well. I'm trying to type up the diary that I made in 2024, and so this will really make my life a lot easier if I just read the diary out and then check it for mistakes. And it's going to really speed up the job of typing up this diary, because I'm very bad at typing, and that's also going to be very boring. And it's a book-length project. So if you're going to be doing things that are boring, you really need to have a lot of motivation to keep you going. See, this is already starting to get quite tedious, isn't it? Here comes the Whisper Flow installation. So if you haven't tried installing Whisper Flow yourselves, give it a try. It's free, and what we'll do with the rest of this live stream is we'll go through the onboarding process. Since I've done it before, there's a little bit to do. So we've got a real nasty corner here again, you see. Don't like this black in the middle there either. Just finish what I was doing here first. So I'm just highlighting a little bit of white and paste it in. The reason why I do this is because often it's not white that you need, and the exact colour will be usually somewhere else in the image. In that case I don't need to fiddle with it, that's already better. What are we going to do about this though? You can, if you want, paste it in as a layer, and you've got more control, but this is quicker. Yeah, that's okay, and then paste it again. But this time, let's get rid of some of this black. Not all of it. That's better, isn't it? Yep. The other bits of black are still there. Okay, so save that. And we've got this bit of black here is kind of making a movement. There. I quite like that shape. Not quite sure about that. Let's take some of this. Rotate your pasting object. It's a dirty area. You see, now I'm behaving as if I was actually making a painting instead of just making something to prepare. I'm not doing what I set out to do here. Getting sucked into something else. Or I've pasted it into a layer this time. I think that's probably okay now, because I used a layer here. Now I just want to merge that layer down, save it. You see, this doesn't really read too badly now, this corner. Our name's getting a bit mad, isn't it? Abafagima. Not highlights. The reason I keep hitting highlights is it's a new feature for me. The red. Yeah, red's always good, isn't it? Okay. Alright, back to the Whisper installation. Sign in. Email. Dbug promo at gmail.com. 3 seconds. Come on. Don't give much time, do they? It's because of these adverts, that's why. I'm going to run out of time. 13 seconds. It's because of these adverts, that's why. Oh my gosh, here we go. Hurry up. Running out of time. 8 seconds. Quick. Sign up now. I missed it, I think. 6 seconds. Didn't expect this to be so difficult. Right. Resend. Maybe I shouldn't be live streaming this, it doesn't look very clever, does it? That's a bit quick. Oh, good. Did it come through? Okay, I'm going to come back once I am signed in because this is not working. Alright. So I'll be back in a minute once we've actually got logged in.